Mr. Anthu, good morning. How are you?
Hi, good morning. Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. You're scheduled for a pretrial setting with the prosecutor to visit with him again this morning. So
Yes, ma'am.
we're going to go ahead and send you into a breakout room with Mr. Dixon, okay?
Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Hello.
Good morning. If I could have everyone stay on mute for a few minutes, please.
Judge, I'm still waiting on that invitation to the breakout room.
Okay,
There we go. Thank you.
all right. Mr. Slade, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well, Judge. Thank you.
All right, who do you have this morning?
I have Alicia Galindo Castillo.
Alicia. Okay, have you spoken with Mr. Dixon already or not yet?
I have not.
Okay, would you like to visit with him?
Please.
All right, very good. As soon as he's finished with the other defendant, I'll have him speak to you in a breakout room, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All right, very good. All right, let's see. All right, good morning, everyone. This is Judge Kassan. Thank you for joining us. This is the 10 a.m. docket for August 11th for the City of Olmos Park. We're running a little late from our earlier docket, so thank you for your patience. We will get started here in a few minutes. I just want to give you some preliminary instructions and then I will call the docket, okay? So just for most of you, you are here for an initial appearance. This means this is your first appearance today for the court. Some of you are set for a pretrial setting with the prosecutor. If that's the case, you'll be visiting with him in a separate breakout room when it is your turn, okay? But for those of you for an initial appearance, this is, again, not a trial docket, so we will not be conducting any trials this morning. I will be asking you how you plead on your case. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. If you plead guilty, you're admitting guilt and you're asking the court to assess the punishment in the case. If you plead no contest, you are not admitting guilt. However, you're choosing not to contest the charges, okay? You're trying to resolve the case today, all right? That would be a plea of no contest. If you do want to contest the charges, you would enter a plea of not guilty, all right? That at that point in time, I will ask you if you would like a trial by judge or a trial by jury. You do have a constitutional right to a jury trial, which means the case would be heard and decided by 6 citizens of Olmos Park. You can choose to waive a jury trial and instead have a trial by judge, okay? Again, that trial will not be scheduled today, but will be scheduled for a later date and time. Today, however, you will have the opportunity to visit with the prosecutor to discuss any facts that you think are in question about your case. If you do that, you will be sent into a breakout room with him. So you'll look for the pop-up to come up on your computer screen to visit with him in a separate room. All right. If you're able to resolve your case, then we can take care of it today. Otherwise, we will again schedule that trial for a later date and time. Now, if you do want to try to resolve your case or cases today, there are some options available to you. If you're here for a moving violation, for a traffic violation, something like a speeding violation or a stop sign violation, you may be eligible for the driving safety course. You are allowed one time per every 12 months by state law to take the driving safety course. You must have a valid Texas driver's license and insurance in your name. You will have 90 days to complete the course. Upon completion, you return your certificate and your driving record to the court, and we close out the case, and it does not appear as a conviction on your driving record. Another option that might be available to you is deferred disposition. It's sometimes informally called probation. It's an unsupervised probationary period anywhere from 1 day to 180 days, depending on the violation charged. There is a fee that must be paid, and then you must comply with the terms of the deferral. All right. If you are successful in complying with the terms of the deferral, you will be, the case will be closed out and will not appear as a conviction on your record. All right. But there may be some conditions placed upon you, meaning maintain insurance, complete a course, complete community service hours, etc. It just depends on the violation charged against you. Now, if you are under the age of 25, you must take the driving safety course. And if you are a commercial driver's license holder, you are not eligible for the deferred disposition option or the driving safety course option. All right. If you are here for maybe an equipment violation, an expired registration, a tail light that was out, a license plate that was missing, any of those, you may be eligible for a compliance dismissal, which means it would be anywhere between a $10 and $20 fee, depending on the charge. And you must also have proof that those items were corrected. All right. If you need a payment plan, if you need an extension of time, if you are requesting community service hours, etc., we'll be happy to address those issues here with you individually. If you have multiple violations, you may be visiting with Mr. Dixon, the prosecutor, in hopes of reaching a plea agreement with him. Okay. Questions specific to your cases, I'll address those here in a few minutes. I will call the docket, and if you're present, take yourself off of mute and let me know that you're here, and we'll get started. Okay. First, though, Mr. Dixon.
Judge, I have basically a plea bargain on two.
Okay.
He's gonna pay $100 in warrant fees by the end of next week,
Okay.
$50 on each case, and then I'll dismiss those two charges.
Okay. No,
And
that's
that-
due on the 19th. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge. So that offer does expire by the end of next week, just even though it's dismissals, it's basically a plea agreement.
Very good. All right, Mr. Anthu, is that your understanding of the plea offer from the prosecutor?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're in agreement with that.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Understand that those that amount, the total amount of $100 is due by next Friday, the 19th. If that is not paid by that date, the plea offer is rescinded by the prosecutor. Okay.
Yes,
It will
ma'am.
expire. Okay.
No problem.
All right. Very good. So just make sure you stop by the court by next Friday to make that payment.
Thank you so much.
All right. Have a good day. All right. Frank, you have Mr. Slade on Galindo Castillo.
All right, Judge, thank you. I'll visit with him.
All right, thank you. All right, let's call the docket then. So we have Cesar Boror. Dwayne Brown. Raul Colunga. Christopher Ferguson. Christy Flores.
I'm here.
Thank you. Rosalinda Garcia. I see you there. Thank you. April Gomez. Seth Gonzalez. I see you there, sir. Okay. Ann Huizar. Genevieve Ignacio. Christina Kelly. Ivy LaPresta. Jose Martinez. Okay. Daniel Medrano Jr.
Here.
Thank you. Javier Perez. Let's see. Daniel Rivas.
Here.
Thank you. Jorge Rodriguez. Faribe Sanchez. Leonard Sanchez. Stephanie Stevens. Thank you. Julian Tovar III. I see you there.
Yeah.
Right. Valerie, I have someone that's trying to connect with audio, but I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
All right. Raul Colunga. Sir, can you hear me? Okay, I cannot hear you. Okay. You're on mute. Try to unmute. Can you say something? Nope, still can't hear you. All right, can I have you log out and log back in so we can try the audio that way? Okay, let's try that. All right, let's move on then for a minute then to Christy Flores. Christy Flores.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, how are you today?
I'm doing good.
Okay, are you over the age of 25?
No,
Okay, how old are you?
22.
Okay. All right, you have a charge of speeding, 36 in a 25-mile-per-hour zone. How do you plead?
No contest, please.
Okay, and you have display expired registration. How do you plead on that one?
No contest as well.
Okay, were you able to get the registration corrected?
Yes, ma'am. I got the registration updated, and then I also did defensive driving, and I have the certificate as well.
Okay, so the expired registration, did you turn in a copy of that already to us?
Yes, ma'am. I had emailed it, and then I also emailed the certificate for the defensive driving as well.
Let me check the registration here. Do we have that in the file, Valerie?
Yes, ma'am, we do.
But not on drop?
On drop, sorry.
Let's see. Okay, I see it now.
I no longer have the vehicle also, so I don't have insurance on it anymore.
Okay, so it'll be a $20 fee on the registration, okay?
Okay.
You'll need to submit that payment. Now, you took the driving safety course without requesting that from the court, is that right?
Yes, ma'am. I saw it on the letter, so I thought I had to take it before court.
No.
So
Okay, so you already completed it and you turned in a certificate?
yes, ma'am.
All right, so you still need to pay the court fees. I'm gonna go ahead and grant the driving safety course because you do need to take that because of your age. But you need to pay court fees of $144.
Okay.
Okay, and you also need to request a copy of your driving record to submit along with that, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so the $144, can you pay that by next Friday, the 19th?
Can I get it extended? I'm currently not working until September.
Okay, I'm gonna give you until September 8th. That's a 30-day period, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome. The $20, can you pay that by next Friday or do you need the extension until the 8th?
I should be able to pay it next Friday.
Okay. All right, so the $20 for the registration and then the $144 that must be paid for the defensive driving, okay? We'll
Yes,
need a
ma'am.
copy of your certificate and a copy of your driving record as well, okay?
Okay.
All right, any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, just make sure you submit that paperwork along with your payments by the due dates, and then we can close out these cases, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Have a good day.
You as well.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Colunga, let's try again.
Okay, I'm here, Your Honor.
There we go. Now I can hear you.
Good.
All right, let's see here. So let's start here. You have a failure to maintain financial responsibility or insurance. How do you plead on that case?
Not guilty.
Okay. You have another charge for open container and motor vehicle driver. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Okay. Another charge for operate unregistered motor vehicle. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
All right, very good. Trial by judge or trial by jury?
Judge.
Okay. And I will have you visit with the prosecutor here shortly, okay?
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Just hang on a few minutes and you'll be sent to a breakout room with him.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay, next up is Rosalinda Garcia. Ms. Garcia, you are on mute. If you could unmute for me. Good morning,
Yes.
Ms. Garcia.
¿Dónde?
¿Habla español?
Sí.
Ok. Tiene 3 tickets, uno por no tener el registro o el sticker en el carro. ¿Eres culpable o no culpable?
Sí, no, le estaba diciendo al policía que me paró, le estaba enseñando que sí traía el sticker, pero mi hijo no lo puso en el vidrio y entonces yo le estaba enseñando el papel que sí lo traía.
Ok,
Y él
Ok.
me dijo, cuando yo tuviera la corte, que enseñara que mandara la foto que sí tengo el sticker y ya le puse el sticker en el vidrio
ok.
y
¿Y ya mandó el foto?
sí, fui al departamento de Olmos y le enseñé a a la secretaria que estaba ahí, a la señora,
Ok.
y le mandé las fotos a ella y también de las placas.
Ok, muy bien. A ver, dame un momento. Ok. License plate. ¿Puso las placas nuevas? ¿Eran placas nuevas?
No, es que lo que pasó que me dijo el policía que tenía el, ¿cómo se dice? El cuadrito estaba tapando el plástico, un número,
Oh, ok. Ok. No se podía ver muy bien las placas.
sí, no se podía ver muy bien.
Ok. Ok. ¿Y la licencia?
La
¿Culpable
licencia
o no culpable?
culpable, sí no traía licencia, pero ya lo agarré
Ok.
y también le llevé la
La
copia.
copia. Ok. Ok, muy bien. Así que por no tener el sticker va a ser $20, ¿ok? Ok. Y
Ok,
luego por las placas va a ser $10, ¿ok?
ujú,
Y
sí,
luego la licencia, y porque ya la sacó, ¿ok? 184 y que no le den otro ticket por 30 días, ¿ok?
ok,
Así que en total va a ser 214 total,
ujú, está bien,
¿ok? ¿Puede pagar esa cantidad total en 30 días?
2. Sí, está bien.
214.
Y no me puede dar otro extensión para pagar.
Bueno, le puedo, bueno, si puede pagar los 20 y los 10 y luego 40 para el día 8 de septiembre, le puedo dar 30 días más.
Está bien.
¿Ok?
Pero
Así que para el día 8 de septiembre va a pagar 70. ¿Ok?
para el día 8 de septiembre 70.
¿Verdad? Y luego 30 días para pagar la cantidad que debe.
Está bien.
¿Sí? Ok.
¿Cuándo va a ser esos 30 días?
En octubre. ¿Ok?
Ajá.
Para el día, bueno, para el día 6 de octubre.
6 de octubre y en septiembre, ¿cuál fecha dijo?
Día 8 de septiembre. ¿Necesita más tiempo?
No, está bien. 8 de septiembre necesito pagar
70.
70. Ujú.
Y luego para el día 6 de octubre, 144.
6 de 144. Ujú.
Correcto. ¿Se puede?
Sí, está bien.
Ok, muy bien. Ok. Así que para el día 8 de septiembre, la cantidad es 70, ¿ok? Y puede pasar ahí a la corte a hacer el pago.
Sí, está bien.
¿Ok? Y luego 30 días después, el balance de 144.
Sí, está bien.
¿Ok? ¿Alguna pregunta?
Sí, tengo una pregunta. El día que me paró el policía, yo estaba muy nerviosa porque pues nunca había agarrado un ticket porque como no manejo. pero ese día emergencia. Entonces, ese día en mi camioneta, tenía dinero y sí, yo le dije al policía que yo no traía dinero porque apenas me había dado mi esposo ese dinero. Total que se me quedaron $360 en la camioneta. Cuando yo hice que iba a sacar mi camioneta de donde la tenían, entonces yo le dije a mi hijo que yo había dejado dinero ahí y fuimos y buscamos el dinero y el dinero no estaba. Entonces yo cuando fui el día que según tenía que ir a la corte, yo me presenté ahí en Olmos y hablé con el jefe de los policías y le dije lo que pasó y me dijo que iba a ver qué pasó con ese dinero porque como quiera, dijo él, los policías traían cámara y le dije, sí, yo sé. Y él me dijo que me iba a regresar la llamada, qué es lo que pasó con ese dinero.
Ok.
Y estaba esperando que el señor llamara, nunca recibió una llamada de él.
Sí, usted le puede llamar a él para ver si ya tiene más información.
Está bien.
Ok, así que llama ahí al número que está ahí en los papeles y ahí le pueden asistir.
Está bien, gracias.
Ok, que pase buen día.
Sí,
Adiós.
gracias.
Adiós, bye bye.
Bye bye.
Okay, next up is Seth Gonzalez. Seth Gonzalez. Mr. Gonzalez, you're on mute.
Hear me now?
Mr. Gonzalez, there you are. All right, Mr. Gonzalez, give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute here. Mr. Dixon, you're back.
Judge, on Mr. Slade's client, I have a plea offer and a reset. He needs to speak to the client.
Okay,
The plea offer is on the no driver's license, no contest plea, 30 days deferred disposition, a fine of $131, and to supply a copy of her Mexico driver's license to the clerk's office,
okay,
and then dismiss the other case. That is just a plea offer at the moment, Judge, which it's good till October 13th, which is the reset date.
okay, very good. October 13th, and all right. Mr. Slade,
Yes, Judge,
is that your understanding of the plea offer from Mr. Dixon?
it is.
All right, so that gives you time to visit with your client and we'll reset you for a couple of months till October, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All right, you're free to go. You're excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Good to see you. Okay, Mr. Gonzalez. Oh, wait, sorry.
Yes.
Frank, you're scheduled to see Mr. Colunga. He's pled not guilty to his charges.
Okay,
Thank you. All right, Mr. Gonzalez, my apologies. You have 3 charges pending. You have a speeding charge, 41 in a 30 mile per hour zone. How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay. You have another charge for no driver's license. How do you plead on that one?
No contest.
Okay. And you have a failure to maintain financial responsibility charge, or that's no insurance. How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay. Now let me ask you on the driver's license. Do you have one now? Or are you able to get one?
I was able to get to a scheduled appointment one.
Okay. So you have an appointment to get that driver's license?
Yes, that's correct.
All right. And when is that appointment?
October 3rd.
Okay, very good. All right. And what about the insurance? What's the status there?
I do have insurance. It's not under my name though. It's under my mother's name. If that's
Okay.
okay.
All right. When can you get added to that policy?
Once I have my driver's license on, when I
Okay.
make my that October 3rd. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we'll need to have you added to that policy or for you to get insurance of your own in order to keep that off your record, okay?
Okay.
All right. Now, are you over the age of 25?
Yes.
Okay. I was just confirming for the driving safety course issue. All right, so you have a speeding charge as well. Did you want to just pay that fine or did you want to try to keep that off your record?
We can just pay the fine.
All right, so the fine on that one is $218, okay? Can you pay that in full or
Okay.
do you need a payment plan on that one?
I get payment plan is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll need more than 30 days to pay that?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll put you on a payment plan for the 218. The first payment of at least $50 is due in 30 days, okay?
Okay.
All right. Now, in order to keep the insurance off your record, we would need you to get that insurance. Do you think you'll be able to do that? That fine is going to be $325.
Yes, I'll be able to do that.
All right, so that deferral fee is $325. All right. We would need you to maintain insurance for 6 months. Okay. You said October
Okay.
3rd is your appointment, correct?
That is correct.
All right, so I'm going to reset you till October 13th to come back and report on how you did on your driver's license case, okay?
Okay.
All right, so if you're able to, if everything goes well and you're able to obtain your driver's license after your appointment on the 3rd, we'll need you to come back to court on the 13th, that's 10 days later, all right, with a copy of your driver's license and a copy of the insurance in your name. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so
All
I'm
right.
just setting those two cases until October 13th, right? Just to confirm that's a court date, right, Myra? October 13th, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so October 13th, we will see you back then so you can report on your driver's license status and the insurance status, okay? So by that date, if you'll have those two items, and you could, if you have copies of those, you can email that to the court so we can get you started on a payment plan for the other two, okay?
Okay.
All right, so just to be clear though, you have the $50 that's due on the speeding charge that's due in 30 days, okay?
Okay.
All right, and then otherwise we'll see you back in October so we can start a payment plan on the other ones and you can report the status of the other two issues, okay?
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, any other questions?
No.
All right, you're free to go. Just make sure you make that first payment in 30 days for the speeding charge.
Okay, I will.
All right, thank you, Mr. Gonzalez. Have a good day and good luck with the driver's license.
Thank you very much. You as well.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, next up is Jose Martinez. You're on mute, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. How are you today?
I am okay, Your Honor.
All right, very good. So let's see. You have a charge here for Rand stop sign. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Not guilty. Okay. Trial by judge or trial by jury?
Your Honor will be fine.
Okay, very good. All right. I'm going to have you speak with the prosecutor and then we'll go from there. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Just hang on a few minutes. He'll be with you shortly.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next is Daniel Medrano Jr.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. How are you?
Good.
Good. Let's see here. You have a display expired registration. How do you plead?
No contest.
And then driving while license suspended. How do you plead?
I don't have a license at all. Well, no contest.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about the registration. Did you get that
Yes, ma'am.
corrected?
Yes, the car's not under my name, but it has been corrected.
All right. Do you have a receipt for that?
I do not. It's a my girlfriend's father's car, so like he has all that.
Okay, but he did get it corrected.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you get a copy and send that to us?
Yes, I
A
can.
copy of the registration receipt?
Yes, ma'am. I'm more than sure I can.
All right, if you can get that to us and send that in by email, we can take a look at that, and if it complies, it'll be a $20 dismissal fee, okay?
Okay.
Otherwise, if you can't turn that in for any reason, it's a $175 fine.
Okay.
All right, so I'm just resetting that 30 days for you to get that turned in, okay?
Okay.
All right. And then driving while license suspended, you do not have a driver's license at all?
No, ma'am. And recently I went to court because that same day they took me to the county jail. So I had court since then, and they dropped my MTR. But during that court date, they said that I can't get a license for like another 90 days.
Okay,
That was
so
like-
you've had a driver's license in the past?
No, I never have.
You've never had a driver's license?
No, ma'am. But when I went to that court date, I guess like I'm not supposed to I can't get a driver's license within the 90 days. That was part of the agreement from when I pleaded guilty to that charge.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it was a traffic violation then too as well. Yeah.
Okay, well, you're looking at a fine for this one of 305.
Okay.
All right, can you pay that in 30 days or do you need more time than that?
Can I get more time, please?
All right, so can you make at least a $50 payment in 30 days?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, $50 payment due 30 days, and then you'll be placed on a payment plan, understanding that because we're giving you more than 30 days and placing you on the payment plan, your last payment will be a time payment fee of $15, okay?
Okay, so 305 plus 15?
Correct, and then you
Okay.
have the other one that's still pending, right? The $20, if you can provide us with a receipt.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's a $175 fine.
Yes, ma'am. I got that.
All right.
So 340. Yes, ma'am.
So what we need from you in 30 days is the receipt and a total of $70, 20 and a $50 initial payment. So $70 total and your receipt. If you're unable to do that, your fines will go up, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, so just make sure you make those 2 payments and along with a copy of the receipt in the next 30 days, and then we'll place you on a payment plan for the balance.
Yes, ma'am. And one question, I'm sorry.
Okay.
The email at the bottom, that's where I pay y'all to?
No, that's where you can send the receipt.
Okay.
All right, and just to be clear, he'll have to go in person and make that payment if it's under $100, correct?
Yes,
Correct.
ma'am.
All right, if it's
Okay.
any more than $100, you can pay it online. You just have to contact the court so they can arrange that. Anything
Okay.
less than $100 has to be paid in person, okay?
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, you're free to go.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Dixon?
Judge, I have an agreement on Mr. Kalunga.
Okay, go ahead.
On the registration, that third charge, it's a no contest plea. 60 days deferred disposition. A fine of $225 with a payment plan. And the payment plan is $50 by the end of next week, Friday, August the 19th. And the balance within 30 days. And then I'll dismiss the other 2 cases. He does all that.
Okay. All right, Mr. Kalunga?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, is that your understanding of the plea offer from the prosecutor?
Yes.
And you're in agreement with that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you'd like to change your plea on the operate unregistered motor vehicle charge from not guilty to no contest?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you're waiving your right to trial on that charge, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, very good. I will go ahead and accept that plea offer and the plea agreement you made with the prosecutor. We'll place you on that deferral once you make your initial payment of $50 by next Friday, and then you'll have the balances due and owing within 30 days.
I have one question.
Sure.
But is it going to stay on my record?
Not if you comply with the terms, if you make your payments on time and do not receive any additional violations during that 60-day period.
Okay, perfect.
All right, it will be
Thank you.
closed out, and if you're successful in that one, he will move forward dismissal on the other 2.
Okay.
All right, any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, just make sure you make your payments on time, and then we can close that case out.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Mr. Dixon, you have Mr. Jose Martinez, he's pled not guilty.
Thank you, Judge. I'll visit with him.
Thank you. I have someone with the 5G phone, REVVL, Revolve. What is your name?
Leonard Sanchez.
Explain to her.
All right, Mr. Sanchez, I'll be with you shortly. Thank you for checking in.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's see. Next is Daniel Rivas.
Hey there, Judge.
Morning, sir. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good. To confirm you're under 25, is that right?
That's right.
All right, and you have a California driver's license?
I actually just got my Texas driver's license 2 days ago by mail. I submitted a picture today.
Great.
And I have to void my California driver's license.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go one by one on these. You have a speeding charge, 37 in a 25-mile-per-hour zone. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Okay. Failed to stop at designated point or stop sign. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
And then failed to obtain Texas driver's license within 90 days of residence.
Not guilty.
All right. I'm going to have you visit with the prosecutor, and if you can inform him at that point in time that you do have your Texas driver's license now, okay?
Okay.
All right, just hang on. He's going to visit with you in a breakout room in a few minutes.
All right, no worries.
All right,
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Just hang on. All right, next is Leonard Sanchez.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. How about you?
Doing well. You have a charge here for possession of drug paraphernalia. How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay. And how did you want to take care of it? Did you just want to pay it out, or did you want to do a deferral?
How much is it?
Just to pay the fine is $281. For the deferral is $301.
Can I say something, Your Honor?
Sure.
The drug paraphernalia, and I know it doesn't matter, but it was just a straw that was in my pocket. And he pulled it out of my pocket and says it's drug paraphernalia, like a regular straw, drinking straw.
Okay, well, let me have you visit with the prosecutor about that, okay?
Okay.
All right, just hang on.
All right.
All right. Stephanie Stevens.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. Let's see here. You have a charge for RAN stop sign. How do you plead on that case?
Not guilty.
Not guilty. Trial by judge or trial by jury?
Judge, please.
Okay. And if you'd like, you can visit with the prosecutor here in a few minutes and go over anything that you think is in question.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, just hang on. He does have a couple of people ahead of you, okay?
Okay.
All right, thanks. And then I have Julian Tovar.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good morning. How are you?
Good, good.
All right, let's see here. You have a charge of operating unregistered motor vehicle. How do you plead?
No contest.
Another charge for no driver's license. How do you plead?
No contest.
Failure to maintain financial responsibility or insurance. How do you plead?
No contest.
Open container in motor vehicle driver. How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay. Did you get the vehicle registered?
Yes, ma'am. It's not my vehicle. But yes.
Do you have a receipt for that?
Yes, ma'am.
And have you already submitted that, or do you need to submit that too?
No, I need to submit it.
Okay, if that checks out and it qualifies, you may be able to pay just a $20 compliance fee, okay?
Okay.
But we will need proof of that receipt. You can email it to the court at that email, it's on the letter, or you can drop by and leave a copy, okay?
Okay.
All right, what's the status of the driver's license? Do you have one now?
No, ma'am.
Okay, can you get one?
Yes, I need to work on getting all my information.
All right, is that something you can get, or is it?
It's gonna take some time. I don't have a ID or a social and things like
Ah.
that. But
Okay, so you're basically looking at trying to just pay that fine out, correct?
yes, ma'am.
All right, what about the insurance? Same thing, no insurance?
The insurance, everything's good to go on the vehicle. It's not my vehicle, but everything's set already.
All right, but the vehicle was not insured at the time, correct?
Correct.
You did not have insurance at the time?
No, ma'am.
All right, and you yourself do not have insurance now, correct?
No, it's not my vehicle.
Okay. All right, so you're looking at a fine on that one as well. And then open container, what happened there?
Yes, that was my fault. I was just running some errands and you know.
Okay. All right, so you're looking at those three fines of 231 for the open container, 305 for the insurance, and 184 for the no driver's license, okay?
Okay.
All right, can you pay any of those in full within the next 30 days? Any of those amounts?
Yes, I should be able to.
Are
At
you
least
working?
one. No, ma'am. I am actually a stay-at-home parent, father.
Okay, so you're unemployed at the moment?
Yes, ma'am. I do side jobs, but you know, very little
Okay,
money.
all right. Are you going to be able to make these payments, or would you like to request community service hours instead?
I could do the payments. It'll just take a little time if I could do scheduled payments.
All right, so the $184, that's the least amount that's owed. That's on the no driver's license. Can you pay that in 30 days?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right. Then you have the charge of open container. That's $231. Can you make a $50 payment by October 13th?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So $50 due October 13th on that one. Can you also make a $50 payment on the insurance violation by October 13th?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so that's a total of 50 due by, total of 100 due by October 13th, okay?
Okay.
Okay, and then we're gonna place you on a payment plan for those. So you're gonna pay $50 thereafter, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And a time payment fee on each of those at the end of 15 each. So your last payment will be $30, okay?
Okay.
All right. So just to be clear, you're paying $184 in 30 days, okay? If you
Okay.
cannot make the amount in full, at least make a partial payment and we'll place you on a payment plan for that one as well.
Okay.
All right. They're going to send you all this paperwork detailing the dates that everything's owed, but just to be clear, do you have any questions right now?
No, ma'am.
All right. And you must submit a copy of that receipt for the registration. So you just have to pay the 20 for the compliance dismissal, okay? Otherwise, the fine is $175.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So as soon as you get that receipt, email us a copy or take a photo and send that to us, okay?
Okay.
All right. So any questions on the amounts that you are owing or when they're due?
No, ma'am. They'll send me info on the amounts that I owe. Correct.
Correct. Correct. Okay. If no questions, you're free to go. Just make sure you stay on time with your payments.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Have a good day, sir. Take care.
You too.
Thank you. Let's see. All right. Javier Perez.
Yes.
All right. Let's see, Mr. Perez. Let's see. Looking at the notes here. All right. So we spoke a long time ago.
Yes, I believe we did, like what, 2 years ago when it happened.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And I thought we had resolved it that time, but then I got a letter recently about coming to court again.
You're on the new closure. Okay. Did you submit that paperwork?
Yes, of the loss of the vehicle. Yes, I did.
Okay, let me see here.
And then, yeah, I thought it was dismissed a long time ago. That's why I never,
Mm-hmm.
so I got a letter again.
Okay, I'm just taking a look at what you sent in. Just give me a second. All right, so remind me again, you got these tickets and then you had an accident?
Yes, I had got an accident. I had actually resolved the problems like the next day. It was the Texas of the license plate was being covered by a reverse camera, and the front I had the license plate on the dashboard. So that's why I got them.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had it fixed on the next day, and then about a week or two later, I had gotten the accident and the car was totaled.
Okay. All right. So okay. Myra, can you tell me if the when the warrant was issued on this case?
Look at
Let me check, Judge.
Or Valerie, either one.
June the 9th, 2021.
Okay. All right, so Mr. Bettis, we spoke in January of 2021, and then we reset you for February of 2021. So you could provide the receipts and everything, but then you didn't appear. So that's why it went into warrant status. Okay.
Okay. I know I had sent emails of the receipts. I don't know if y'all had got those.
All we got was that email that it was a total, but I know you requested like a letter from the insurance, which we were waiting on.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So you sent in at least a screenshot. That's what I'm seeing now. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right. I'm going to have you pay the warrant fee on one of these and then the $10 Omni fees on both. So that would be a total of $70 to close these out. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Can you pay that within by next Friday?
Yeah, I can pay that by next Friday.
Okay.
And that would clear everything off.
That closes out the cases. I would accept that as for purposes of compliance dismissal, waive the compliance dismissal fees because of the total loss, but pay the warrant fee on one of them with the Omni fees as well. That's the DPS fees for a total of 70. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And that's due by the 19th. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good. And will I get an email on how to pay or?
No, you'll have to stop by in person because the amount is under $100.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay. All right. Any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right. You're free to go. Just make sure you make that payment by next Friday.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you. Mr. Dixon?
Judge, I have a plea agreement on Mr. Jose Martinez. I don't know. if-
Okay.
There
Go
he
ahead.
is. I see his blanket or something. I'm not sure, but
Yeah, his computer's on. Mr. Martinez, are you there? There we are. All right, you're on mute though. There we go.
Sorry, Your Honor, nature called.
Okay. All right, very good. Mr. Dixon, go ahead.
Mr. Martinez is a grand old storyteller. I may have been outdone, Judge. It's hard to believe. Okay. I have a plea agreement on Mr. Martinez. It's a no contest plea. 30 days deferred disposition. Fine of $155 due by Friday, August 19th.
Okay. Mr. Martinez, is that your understanding of the plea offer from the prosecutor?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you in agreement with that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and just to be clear, you're changing your plea from not guilty to no contest,
Correct, Your Honor.
and you are waiving your right to a trial.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. I will go ahead and accept that plea bargain agreement with the prosecutor, and we'll get this processed for you. Just make sure you make your payment by next Friday, and we'll place you on that deferral.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, any questions, sir?
No, Your Honor. Have a good day.
All right, you do the same. Take care now.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye. Okay, next up is Daniel Rivas. And
Hello.
Frank, he has pled not guilty to each of these charges, and he has now obtained a Texas driver's license.
On Daniel Rivas?
Correct.
Okay, thank you, Judge. I'll visit with him.
Thank you.